Greetings, this is Leah, Salmon, the Natural You Coach, and welcome to my Facebook Live. If you haven't already gone ahead and liked this page, please go ahead and find me, the Natural You Coach, Leah, Salmon, the Natural You Coach on Facebook, and like the fan page. This is where I'm going to be posting more live videos from now on. It's been a very eventful day. It's been a nice day. I went to Conscious Radio and had an interview this morning. Do you know what? Let me just start by saying that not all of the comments pop up. So sometimes I only see that people are watching in their comments after the video. So if I don't acknowledge you during the video, it's only because I can't see that you've popped up. I can see V. Thank you, V. Hi, V. I can see V's popped up. But if you ask questions or put comments and I don't get back to you during the live, then I will definitely do it afterwards when I watch it on the replay, because I very much appreciate you being here live with me and watching the replay as well. So today I went to Conscious Radio and I was interviewed by Stephen Sarley and Dr. Mark, and it was a brilliant show, and I'm not sure whether it was recorded. To be honest, I was so busy just trying to make sure, like I was focused on making sure I got there on time and I found parking and all that kind of stuff, that I forgot to check whether it was being recorded. And if it wasn't, it's such a shame, because the brothers were sharing so much good information. And yeah, we were all vibing really nicely together as well, which allowed me to kind of open up and talk more. And as you probably know, I can talk a good one given the right conditions. So but one of the things that we were talking about was one of the talks that's going to be happening at the Natural You Day, which is June's talk on the mental oppression of the black woman, and that led us to talk about mental health and emotional wellness and all these types of things as well. And it put me in mind of a conversation I had with one of my sisters a long time ago, where she said that she was going through a troubling time and she felt that her strength was her weakness and her weakness was her strength. And to be honest, I was a little bit baffed as to what she exactly was talking about. I understood her situation and I kind of got a glimpse of what she was talking about it from her perspective. But now, when we were talking today, one of the things we were talking about was the lack of support that we allow ourselves to have when we're going through difficult periods. And I now can use that expression to describe what I feel is one of the biggest problems in our community, which is that our strength is our weakness and our weakness is our strength. And by that I mean we will often have, and mothers generally, I feel, will have this feeling that they can't ask for help. They're strong enough, they can handle it. If anyone asks them, do you need anything? No, I'm fine, it's okay, I don't need any help, I'm fine. And that perception of strength, that mantra that we repeat to ourselves, no, I'm fine, I can do this, I don't need any help, that mantra we repeat to ourselves is an illusion of strength. But that strength is actually what weakens us, because if you continually tell the world you're okay, you don't need anything, but inside you're battling with feelings of anxiety and stress and feeling like you're not able to cope, you will weaken yourself, because people will treat you exactly the way that by the impression that you give out. So if you're telling people you're okay, people are going to treat you like you're okay. In fact, people will feel comfortable asking you for things because you're so okay all the time. So our strength, the perception, the facade of strength oftentimes that we're putting out there can actually be what weakens us. And what I realized at the beginning of the year is that when I was doing business coaching with my brother, Julian Hall, is that he said this to me a million times, I just wasn't really listening. No, it wasn't that I wasn't listening. It's just that I didn't know how to do it. He said that, so in life, you may be faced with situations where you just don't know what you don't know. And there's some situations that you know so little about them that you don't even know the right questions to ask to get the right answers, to get the ball moving, to help you in your situation. So my brother used to always tell me, you can't grow your business until you've got a team around you. There's no way you're going to be able to help all these people you want to help, Leah, unless you create a team. So I knew that the concept of growing a team to me meant I need an office, I need desks, I need laptops, I need employment contracts, I need thousands of pounds in salary. And the expansiveness of that just made my mind stop there. I'm like, well, I can't do any of that, so let me just stop. I didn't even know to ask the questions. Well, how do I even build a team? Because the fear just stopped at any further contemplation of it. But at the beginning of the year, when I really wanted to change my life and the business and everything like that, I took on his advice. But what that advice also meant me needing to do is ask people for help. And some of the help is, I actually need your time for free. Other parts of help is, I need your time and I can pay you, but I can't pay you as much as you're worth right now. I need you to, work with me on how much I'm paying you. And other help came at me just paying full whack and finding the money that was necessary to do the thing that would eventually just mean nothing. There are things we've bought in our lives, and at the time it feels like they're expensive, but when we look back on them, we can't even remember how much they cost or whether they did put us in a bad financial situation. All we can remember is the benefit that they gave us when we did take that leap and invest in ourselves. But the fact that I had to ask for help did make me feel weak to a degree, because I was always thinking, well, I have to do it all on my own. Until I've got a business that makes millions and millions and millions and I can afford to pay someone, I don't have the right to ask for help. So I'm just going to handle everything on my own. And if I can't do everything on my own, then clearly there's a problem with me, because I should be able to handle everything on my own. And that's just me and my business. Never mind, children and housework and all these kind of things. Even stuff like delegating chores to my children. I know parents that just flat out will not do that. I've seen situations where parents are getting blasted on social media because they're getting their children to help with chores, getting their children to do things that are going to create productive human beings in the future, getting children to do things that will allow them to learn to look after themselves and their surroundings, and they're getting blasted on social media for doing it. However, I know that there's times when I'm reluctant to ask my children for stuff, because I'm like, and not stuff that's for me. I'm not like asking them to paint my toes and give me a massage. I'm like talking about clean up after yourself and, help do some laundry and clean the bathroom a little bit, those kind of things. And I feel reluctant. Oh, no, I'm the mother. I should be able to do this. And I still have that voice in my head, even though I've got a chores chart. I've planned out their chores. I still have that voice that I'm weaker if I'm asking for help. And that's where your weakness can be your strength, because when you're not always there saying, no, I'm fine, I've got it, I can do everything, then people will be like, well, how can I help you? If you do need help and you don't have it all, how can I help you? And trust me, there are people around you that you may not even know it. They are just waiting to help you. That husband that you think is a waste man, that wife that you think is just concerned about going shopping and all those kind of things. If at some point, or even that child that you think is just unappreciative, or that mother that you think doesn't care about you anymore because you're grown, you have to look at your own, what it is that you're putting out there. You have to look at and consider, what message am I sending these people that they're not offering me help? And believe you me, you would be shocked at how readily these people will rush to your aid just by you letting them know that you need help. Now, what can happen is you may be asking help from the wrong people too often. And because you're getting no's too often from the wrong people that don't have a vested interest in helping you and just don't really want to care and support you, you're then not asking for help from the people that are willing to help you. So you've just stopped. You've judged everybody by the bad reactions that you've had from a few people. And sometimes you're asking for their help because you want their attention. You're asking for their help because you feel disempowered to do it yourself, or you've put them on a pedestal, or they've put themselves on a pedestal. For some reason, you basically just are, you're barking up the wrong tree, mate. You need to be asking for help from the people around you who do care about you. And we all know that there are people that care about us around that can help us. And even if it's not like a personal care or people personally around you, the mission that I have, for example, is to help 10,000 black women to become naturally you. And becoming naturally you means eating for health, thinking for happiness, and living in harmony. I know that there are loads of women out there who would love to help me on a campaign like this. And I know that because they've told me, they're like, I'm getting messages from people, okay, how are we going to reach this 10,000 goal, Leah? Well, I've got this room we can use. I've got this idea, you need some ambassadors. Like, I've got women that are not even me asking them for help, just because I've put out there that this is what I want to do. They're now coming to let me know that they want to jump on board with this. Again, my brother is an example. He's on a mission to help 1 million children learn entrepreneurship in the next 3 years. Everyone wants to get involved with that. So many people want to jump on board and help with that because he's put it out there, and it doesn't weaken him at all to say, I need your help with this. And in fact, when he does ask for help, and when he does let people, there's even a page on his site that says, this is how you can help. The more people help you, the more you create a team, and that team will strengthen your mission, especially if your mission goes past you. And even if it's not in a business sense like myself or my brother, but Your mission as a mother, looking after your children, goes past you, because if you can access help and support for yourself to do the jobs you need to do to raise your children, all you're going to be able to do is raise more productive, strong, mentally stable, happier children, which means we don't have to end up with some cheeky blighters that are running around in the world because you weren't given the support you need to nourish and nurture them. There's always, on the radio show today, the brother made a comment that when one cell vibrates, the whole universe vibrates. And I was saying, yeah, I fully feel that, because if we are able to help and support one person in our community that's doing good, or one person in our family that's doing something positive, and that something positive could simply be the fact that they've got a child. One person being helped and supported can have that amazing ripple effect. And even if it's that one person being helped to get themselves into a better mental and emotional place without the use of drugs and medication and being sectioned, but the community and their family and their friends rallying around them and helping them because they've had the strength and the courage to say, I need help. And they've dropped that mask of, I can do it all, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong with me. When that's allowed to happen, that one person will be in a better place. That one person will be in a position where they can give their gifts to the world, as opposed to cowering in a corner and using drugs and medications oftentimes to dampen down the pain and the emotional and the mental pain that mental health and emotional health challenges can bring about. And women, and black women in particular, we are very much affected by mental and emotional health, and we're probably affected even more than the statistics show. And that's another reason, and because I know we are the mothers and the nurturers of our generation and of our nation, this is another reason why helping black women to eat for health and to think happiness and to live in harmony are one of are things that I hold close to my heart, and things that I'm using events like the Naturally You Day to help achieve, to help black women, black mothers, the black women that will become black mothers, the black women that are children of black mothers, to help them to become naturally you. Because even if I can help one woman every month, it's going to be massive. For me, it's going to be massive. For them, it's going to be massive, because I could be helping the next Oprah, I could be helping the next Lisa Nichols, I could be helping the next anyone, Diane Abbott, even if you're not best friends with her right now. But do you know what I mean? One woman that I help will have a massive impact. Imagine if we can all get together and all get behind helping 10,000 women a month to create a life that brings them health, happiness and harmony. And brothers out there, and I've said this before, brothers out there, trust me, you lot will be calling my phone after the event. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm calling about the Naturally You Day, like Naturally You Day's over. Yeah, I'm just calling to say I don't know what you lot did at that event, but my wife came back and she gave me hugs and kisses, and I got homemade hard dough bread, and I got a foot massage, and she's all happy and she's smiling. That's the result that I want. That's what I want, because I know when we heal the woman, we heal the nation. Children are going to be walking around happy and smiling. Mum's giving them bubble baths when it's not bubble bath night, and reading them the 100 stories before she goes to bed, because we love the mum, we love up the mum, we nurture the mum, we support the mum. Everyone is going to be cooking curry. Everyone is going to benefit from that. So this has been, well, it was meant to be a quick video talking about that message, the idea that your strength is the facade of strength you give off can sometimes be your weakness, but what you perceive as a weakness can actually end up being your strength. Don't be afraid to ask for help and support. In fact, find ways that you need help. Find areas of your life that could be improved, and then decide, do I need help in this area? And then go and seek out that help, whether that's paid help, whether that's free help, because there's a lot of government organizations out there like Mind and other mental health support groups. Don't be afraid to go to a mental health support group. Don't be afraid to go and see a counsellor. Don't be afraid to go and cry on your sister's shoulder. Don't be afraid to pick up the phone and book a consultation with June, with myself, with any of us. Go and get some help. If you've got womb health challenges, go and get in touch with Emma. Go and get in touch with people like Uduak and other people in the community who are looking after women's wombs. Don't be afraid to go and if you're pregnant and you want to get help, don't be afraid to go and contact Heket. If you want to lose weight because you're not feeling secure about yourself, go and get in contact with any of the fitness coaches, Siobhan, Naomi, Heket, any of them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. What you perceive as a weakness is actually it is not a weakness. It's a way for you to strengthen yourself. It's a way for you to strengthen yourself so you can go on and help strengthen the community. So again, this is me wrapping up what was meant to be a short video. Make sure you go ahead and get your tickets for the Naturally You Day at thenaturallyouday.com. We are like 9 days away. It's happening next Sunday. It's going to be an awesome event. I can't wait to bring the event to you. And tell your friends, tell your family, men, women, children, women over elders, all elders over 45 getting free, all children under 16 getting free. We might have bunnies at the event. We might have Shay's bunnies coming to the event, which I'm super excited about. It's a child entrepreneur who is at the last Ultra Kids workshop. They might be coming to bring their bunnies for the children to play with. We're going to have Richard Weeks Chess Company, Chess Academy there for the children to play chess. We've got Bouncy Castle. We're going to have an arts and crafts table. All of that's going to be happening. Gorgeous food in the kitchen. The fitness zone is probably going to be outside. So we've got the HIIT training, the yoga, the boxercise, and then we've got all the talks in the main room: fitness and fibroids, healing the feminine spirit through song, mental oppression of the black woman, the yoni down, a black woman's guide to steaming and eggs, my talk, a mother's love starts on her plate. Please make sure you get down there. I can't wait to bring the event to you. Can't wait to see you all down there. Yep, I'm going to be off. Thank you so much for everyone who has watched today. Please share the event onto your pages so we can get the word out and we can just, yeah, encourage people to seek that help that they need. It's never too late, but just as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.